Sometimes
The
kindness
projections look
walks into
solid.
your life quietly,
Time to seal the
wearing
deal.
ordinary clothes, carrying ordinary worries.
So
And
I think we're
sometimes
aligned
the
on the
smallest
key
decision
points.
made on a lonely
Yes,
night
definitely.
can
I'm
change two
excited to
lives
move
forever.
forward.
This is
Great.
one of those stories.
Perfect.
A
I was
story
just
about
thinking
a
about our
woman who
first
thought
date.
she was just booking
Really?
one
What
night
made
of
you
company,
think of
and a
that?
man who
Just
thought
how
he was
happy you
just
make me.
passing through unnoticed. Before we begin, if stories about kindness, second chances, and unexpected human connections move your heart, take a moment to subscribe, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments. This channel is Kindness Diaries, and your support helps us keep these stories alive. Now, let me tell you what really happened. Emily Carter wasn't proud of the choice she made that Friday night, but she was tired of feeling invisible. At 34, she lived alone in a small apartment in downtown Chicago. She worked long hours as a freelance interior decorator, juggling late payments and clients who never seemed satisfied. Her phone stayed quiet most nights. Friends were married. Some had kids. And the silence in her apartment felt louder every week. That night, rain tapped against her window as she stared at her laptop. She told herself this was just about conversation, no expectations, no attachments. Just one evening where she didn't feel so alone, so she booked him. His profile name was Daniel M. Simple. No flashy photos, no luxury hints. Just a calm smile, kind eyes, and a short description. Single dad. In town for work. Good listener. When Daniel arrived, Emily was surprised. He didn't look like someone trying to impress anyone. He wore clean jeans, a navy button-down, and shoes that had clearly been worn, not polished for show. He looked normal, a little tired even. "Hi," he said softly. "Thanks for having me." That was the first thing that struck her. Not confidence, not charm, gratitude. They sat on opposite ends of the couch, at first awkwardly. Emily poured 2 glasses of wine. Daniel thanked her. Again. Then slowly, the tension faded. They talked. Not small talk, real talk. Emily told him about her work, about how she loved transforming empty spaces into warm homes, even though no one ever seemed to appreciate it. Daniel listened without interrupting. He didn't check his phone. He didn't rush her words. Daniel shared his story too. He said he was a single father to a 6-year-old daughter named Lily. Her mother had passed away years ago. Since then, his life had become a cycle of school lunches, bedtime stories, and work trips. "She's my whole world," he said, smiling softly. "But sometimes I forget I'm allowed to be human too." That sentence stayed with Emily. As the night went on, something unexpected happened. Emily noticed herself caring, not because she had paid for his time, but because he was gentle. Because he asked how she was really doing. Because he noticed the framed photo of her late mother on the shelf and didn't rush past it. At one point, Daniel excused himself to take a call. He stepped onto the balcony, lowering his voice. Emily didn't mean to listen, but the door was slightly open. "Yes," he said calmly. "I understand the board's concern. We'll revisit the merger Monday." "No, I won't be in New York until next week." Emily frowned. Board? Merger? When Daniel came back inside, she didn't ask. She didn't want to ruin the fragile honesty between them. Later, when the evening came to an end, Daniel stood by the door, hesitant. "Thank you," he said again. "Not just for tonight, for being kind." Emily laughed softly. "That's part of the deal, right?" He shook his head. "No, kindness is always extra." Before leaving, he placed a folded note on the table. "For Lily," he said, "she loves drawing. Maybe you could help me pick something for her someday." Then he was gone. Emily unfolded the note. Inside was far more money than she had expected. Enough to cover 2 months of rent. Her chest tightened, not with excitement, but confusion. The next morning, curiosity got the better of her. She searched his name. Daniel M. What came up made her stomach drop. Daniel Matthews, CEO of a global tech company valued in the billions. Headlines showed him in tailored suits, standing beside politicians and world leaders. Articles called him ruthless in business and impossible to read. Emily sat back, stunned. The man who had thanked her for listening was a billionaire. She felt embarrassed, ashamed, angry at herself for assumptions she didn't even know she had made. Weeks passed. Emily didn't hear from Daniel. Life returned to normal until one afternoon, she received an email. "Emily, I hope you're well. Lily won't stop talking about wanting to learn how to draw rooms and houses. I told her about you. If you're open to it, I'd like to hire you officially to redesign a small community center my company is funding. No pressure." Emily hesitated. Then she said yes. When they met again, it was different but warmer. Daniel apologized for not telling her who he was. I needed one night where no one wanted anything from me, he said, where I could just be Daniel. Emily understood. Over the next months, they worked together on the project. Emily poured her heart into the design. Daniel showed up for every meeting, often with Lily in tow. Emily taught Lily how to sketch furniture. Lily taught Emily how to laugh again. The community center opened that winter. At the launch, Daniel took the stage and did something no one expected. He talked about Emily. He spoke about kindness, about how one woman's simple humanity had reminded him why success meant nothing without compassion. He publicly credited her for the soul of the building and quietly funded her own design studio. Emily stood in the back, tears in her eyes. That night, the night she once thought was about loneliness, had become the beginning of a new life. Not because of money, but because of kindness. And here's the truth this story leaves us with. You never know who is sitting across from you. You never know what battles they carry or how much a listening ear might mean. Kindness doesn't ask for titles. It doesn't care about status. It just shows up. So the next time you have a chance to be kind, even in the smallest way, take it. Because sometimes one moment of kindness can change everything.